Tomorrow's the day for the big Pixel event and the upgrade to the Pixel 8 series phone, the Pixel 8 Pro. We're going to see the biggest Google launch, I think, probably ever. If you take a look at it, we're getting four phones, which this is unprecedented in Google's history. We've got the Pixel 9 coming out, the Pixel 9 Pro, the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and also the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, aka the Pixel Fold 2, which apparently they scrapped that name. Also, we're looking for the Pixel Watch 3, and I guess they're going to call it the Pixel Watch 3 XL because we're supposed to be seeing two sizes. So instead of having the one smaller Pixel Watch, we're going to have two different sizes, which is one of the biggest welcome changes that people have been asking for since the first one came out, because not everybody likes the smaller one size fits all approach. So that's also big and key, and I'll be talking about that. And then looking like we're going to get the Pixel Buds Pro 2. There may even be some other stuff. So that would make this an even more exciting launch. But at face value, like I said, the biggest Pixel launch ever in the history of mankind. So we're going to have lots of great stuff. I will be making content on it. I will have more information when it comes to like pre-orders, prices, availability, and things like that, because, well, that's what you guys are here for. Y'all want to know, is it any good? What my thoughts are on it, and well, is it worth it, right? Is it worth it to spend your hard-earned money to get this stuff? And we're expecting a lot of things. So we're expecting, of course, the new version of the Pixel phone, and we'll see what that has to do when it comes to cameras, when it comes to battery life, when it comes to what new features we'll see with Android 15, what new features we'll see with the phone, and if they actually show up this time. If you watched my video yesterday, or day before yesterday, talking about how they lied to us because we had the zoom enhance that was announced for the Pixel 8 Pro last year and it just never showed up. So it will be very interesting. I will be paying keen attention to the keynote speech to see if they address that, if they have any sort of apology, and if it is going to come out on the Pixel 9, because that would be really interesting if either A, it disappeared and they don't talk about it, or B, if it shows up and then they advertise it as a Pixel 9 feature. So there's that stuff. So there's the trust element, because I mean, I know people have issues with trust when it comes to Google. You know, they kill projects all the time. They have something that comes out and then they get rid of it in favor for something else. They don't support them long term. Look at Google Stadia. That was a giant failure, and they actually ended up reimbursing a lot of people. So we've had different trust issues with Google before, but never before has it really been, okay, they said this feature's coming out and it just didn't show up. But I will be looking at other things like the hardware, the performance. We're going to get our first look at the Google Tensor G4, which is the successor to the chipset in here. And it will be nice to see that in all the phones, because we had the Pixel Fold last year and they gave us the older generation Tensor G2 right before the G3 came out. A lot of questionable decisions there with that phone. And I'm going to talk more about the Pixel Fold later because it's been out for a year, right? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we get, what kind of upgrades we have, talking about screens, cameras, sensors. Based off the pictures that I've seen, it looks like the temperature sensor, the thermometer, is still going to be there. So we'll see if there's any refinements to that. Android 15 will be a hot topic, because normally whenever they launch the phone, they launch the operating system with it. And it seems like they beat them out the door this year when it comes to the phones. It looks like we might be getting the Pixel 9 series phones with Android 14, and then might have to go ahead and upgrade to Android 15 whenever it shows up. Maybe a month later, maybe 2 months later, who knows? Which isn't the end of the world. My biggest thing is stability, right? Will it be stable? Will the phone run the way that it's supposed to? And that's ultimately the most important thing. And as long as we have a seamless transition to Android 15 here at a short time down the road, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it does raise some eyebrows, because normally phone comes out, operating system version comes out with it. So other things I'm interested in, the Pixel 9 Pro. So this is the Pixel 8 Pro, and it's a much larger, much bigger phone. Well, we have the return of the XL that's coming. So the larger phone will now be called the XL, and then we have a normal size Pro. And I think it's going to be the most interesting phone out of all of them. Yeah, I know we got the Pixel Fold, the foldable stuff's cool, but we have not seen something like this in a very long time from Google. You know, we have the Pixel 8, which is a lesser phone than the Pixel 8 Pro. We have the Pixel 7, which is a lesser version, Pixel 6. So it's been a long time since we've had a normal size phone that has Pro characteristics, and I'm hoping there's no trade-offs. I'm hoping that everything that's in the XL is identically in the regular Series Pro, but I will be gravitating towards the Pro because I like having a smaller size phone with a smaller form factor that, of course, has all the bigger features. So I'm really excited to see about that. We'll see what they do with the Pixel 9. I'm concerned about price increases. So we're expecting, based off of the leaked materials that we've seen for the Pixel 9, it looks like the Pixel 9 Pro will probably be $999. It looks like the Pro XL will be $1099, which is basically a price increase because the Pro XL is going to be the same as the Pro, and the normal size Pro for the Pixel 8 was the big phone. So you would think if they're giving you a smaller phone, smaller footprint, smaller real estate, all those things, there would be some cost savings associated with that. But I think they're just going to run with it and just be like, hey, no, this is the Pro. The Pro was not $999 last year. We'll make it $999 this year. So there is that. I'm curious to see if we get a price increase on the Pixel 9. And then it's anybody's guess when it comes to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, which last year we had $1799. So that'll be interesting. Of course, we'll look at the cameras, we'll look and see what kind of hardware consistency there is across the board, because what we're seeing with the stuff on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, it looks like it's going to use last year's camera, which the camera in the Pixel Fold last year is the same one, same sensor that's in the Pixel 7a, and that really rubbed me the wrong way that we're using a $400 phone camera in an $1,800 phone. And if we're going to use the same camera as the Pixel 7a last year, inside of the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, which is a second generation, and still charge $1,800, right? That's kind of stuff that's concerning, right? It's not the best and the brightest, and it's something that's in your cheapest phone. So we'll see what Google does with this, what direction they go. Again, I'm going to come back. I'll have information on price, confirmation on specs, confirmation on all sorts of things, pre-order availability, and stuff like that, because you want to know what it costs, trade-in value is also important. People are going to be looking at trade-in value because word on the street is we're not really going to get any freebies. We might get the Gemini Advanced, which is the subscription-based model, which is like $20 a month. It's the more higher level version of Gemini. You can do more stuff with it. Word on the street is we're probably going to get a year of that for free, which of course you'll have to pay for it after that, which nobody's really happy about. But the last couple of years, we got a free watch, we got free earbuds, we got all sorts of different things. So if they're going to scrap that, not give us the free watch, not give us the free earbuds, give us a free software AI thing we don't really care about, then yeah, that's probably going to rub some people the wrong way too. So we'll see what happens. I will be back with as much of it and all of it that I can to cover it and let you know my thoughts and feelings on it, so that way you can make an informed decision on whether you want to pick one up, whether you think it's upgrading, and we'll see what the G4 looks like. I'm really curious about the Tensor G4 because on paper it doesn't look like much of an upgrade over the Tensor G3, and of course the Tensor G3 was not much of an upgrade over the Tensor G2, but we are expecting a new modem. That's going to make a lot of people happy, and I think there's going to be some changes with the manufacturing design that also help out with battery life, power efficiency, and heat. So the biggest three things we had with problems for the Pixel 8 and the previous series phones: heat, battery life, and the modem with the cell phone signal. So if we can fix those three things, then I think that's going to be a big win for consumers. And also, of course, we should have 7 years of support and all those things. And then AI. I'm sure you could probably take a shot every time that they say the word AI. You'll probably give yourself alcohol poisoning. Maybe do it with like a Coca-Cola or something. Maybe something a little less aggressive. But I expect AI to be a huge topic of conversation because Google is still kind of leading the way there, and they're really the ones spearheading AI across the phone platforms. And of course, you see that pop up in other phones like Samsung as well for their big AI stuff. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, August the 13th, it is Google Pixel Day. And yeah, I will have a video shortly after the event to tell you all about it. But that's all I got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, thoughts, gripes, all that stuff, you know where to go. Type it away in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button. And if you want to see more of this stuff, if you want to see more of my thoughts, if you want to see more of my content on Google Pixel stuff, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so you get updates when new videos come out, which is daily, so that way you're the most informed and have all the great informations. So that's all I got. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.